Welcome back, everybody, to the continuation of our recap of Pyanodons on Twitch. Now, it's been a week since I played Pyanodons last, and I had like a week of actual vacation in the meantime, in which I did nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. The only thing I did was relax, and I am very happy I spent that time relaxing because I am so relaxed right now. It was a very good week to spend, but we still need to do the recap episode, and I have no clue what we did last time. We will figure it out. We will figure it out. I'm pretty sure that we finished up the Relicia farm over here. The Relicia farm over here is in full swing. We are completely backed up on Relicias and completely backed up on dirt and everything. This machine over here is running non-stop, making Relicia seeds. It's not making the plants. It's meant to make the seeds non-stop. And the seed machine maker over here, well, it's going. It's going. And what do we need the Relicia seeds for? Well, we need the Relicia seeds to make the Relicia seed dust. No, what is it called again? It's not the dust. What is this? It's over here, isn't it? No, it's where is it? Well, we could go over there, but let's have a look at it like this. Relicias. There we go. There we go. And then we need it for the foods. That is true. We need it for, oh god, there, the powder. The powdered Relicia seeds. That's what we'll do over here. Yeah, we take all the seeds over here together and put them over here into this pulp mill, and we turn the Relicia seeds into powdered Relicia. The powdered Relicia we can then turn into starch, and we need the starch for the Cottongut basic food, because we do need the Cottonguts, these adorable little fuckers over here, to make the next level of science. And this over here is a breeding cycle, and I guess we should walk over there and have a look at it, because we do need to make a Cottongut farm, and the Cottongut farm, well, it has to have a certain size, so we do have to work on it a bit. And I do remember one thing about setting up the Cottongut farm, that the naming of the Cottonguts was absolutely brutal and confusing. So be prepared to hear a whole bunch of weird words leaving my mouth in like a minute or two. Oh boy, this is maybe also an issue. Let's just turn you off for a second. We definitely need to do something with this gasoline. Let's put it like that. We're good on creosote, but the gasoline is about to flow over. That's not a good thing. One current issue in the base, and that is a current issue, is that we do not have enough burnable fuel going around. Not enough coke. On this side, it's fine because things over here are just backed up. But on the other side of the base, we are definitely running out of coke. And we are also kind of running out of coke in general. There's like 635 raw coal over here. And there is like almost the same amount over here. We are running out fast. That's probably something we're going to be fixing on stream later today. Good. So, the Relicia farm. Okay, this is still the copper mine, and then behind it is the Relicia farm. There we go. There we go. I should probably get myself something to ride around in here, like something flying or something like that. Good. So, seeds are being made. It goes over here. It goes into the starch machine. To make the starch, we also need to make some fiber boards. Fiber boards are pretty straightforward to make. You take some treated wood, some raw fiber, some sodium hydroxide, and some steam, and you get some fiber boards, some tall oil, and some black liquor. The tall oil and the black liquor over here, it used to be that you could not really do anything with it in the past. They changed it. It's at least the burnable liquid right now. But what can we do with, for example, the tall oil? There we go. Usage. We can turn it into biomass. That's good. We can turn it into benzene and aromatics at some point in time. That seems like a very good idea. It's required for the outlet gas stage 4, which is a very good usage for it. And that's about it. Yeah, and all those usages over here, with the exception of the biomass, those are all late game usages. But at least we can burn it, so we can turn it into steam, which is a very good way of using that. Good. Same for the black liquor. The black liquor doesn't even have a usage. Oh, there it is. It's such a weird liquid. It's, I think, the only recipe. Okay, there's a couple of recipes that make it. It's the only recipe that makes it. This one over here are 2-barrel recipes, so we don't care about that. And the Renea upgrade recipe, this is not a reliable way of making black liquor. in my opinion. But what can we use it for? Well, we can crack it down into aromatics and acetone. Acetone is very good to have. And that's pretty much it. At least this is something we can already do, which I'm kind of happy about. And we can turn it into aromatics at least. And the acetone, does the acetone have a burn value? I don't think we can burn off acetone, even though it is flammable, but, well, so be it. So be it. Good. And of course, the fiberboards, not the fiberboards, the treated wood we get from wood, putting it into creosote. And the fiber we get from wood, just putting it in the wood machine. Again, over here, we are just electrolyzing saline water and we're venting the chlorine gas and the hydrogen. It's a little bit annoying that we have to do it like this for now, but, well, it's just the way we do it. We did make 2 train stations over here to get in the saline water and the creosote. So at least we have that going for us, which is at least something. Good. With the fiberboards and the powdered release seeds, we can make the starch. The starch is also required over here for the cotton gut food. And we need to add some seaweed, some tin plate, some tree seeds, and some steam to that, as well as some more release seeds. Well, seeds we already have over here. Tree seeds we can get from wood. We already have wood over there. Tin plate, I think tin plate is coming in via a belt because the tin, yeah, coming via a belt, definitely, because we make tin over here and we need it over there, so belt it. No problem over there. And of course, the seaweed. For the seaweed, we just made a little seaweed farm over here, so we are good for seaweed over here as well. And that all gives us the food that we need to feed up these adorable little fuckers. Now, first of all, we do need to boost these up a little bit. There we go. I think we can. Yeah, we can drop them in like that. There we go. And they do have a final crafting speed of 1, which is very, very good. Now, the breeding cycle of these is a bit confusing because you start off by making... Where is it? It's all the way down here. You start off by making 1 or a couple. You should make a couple, actually. Cotton gut studs. Mark 1. These are the ones that you need for breeding more cotton guts. You then take 2 cotton gut studs. Mark 1. Add some seaweed, add some basic cotton gut food, add some fish eggs. The fish eggs, by the way, the fish egg farm is right next to the tin farm, so we just belt it over. It's perfectly fine. So you put 2 studs together. You get definitely 1 back. You maybe get the other one back. You get 1 cotton gut pup, and you get up to 3 to 8 cotton gut stud pups. Now, the basic pups, we're just basically putting in the chest over here. And the cotton gut stud pups, we put over here into this other place where we can grow them up into actual cotton gut studs. And for that, we need some more food and a bit of wood. And we do it 1 at a time, going at the speed of 1 every 50. We over here make 3 to 8 every 30. Technically, I will need more of these, but practically, I'm just going to let this swing like this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We don't really need to add more to this. If we do want to expand this, we can always expand this. But we already have like about 70 in here. And we need 20 per farm. We should probably expand it. That's probably something I might do sneakily just before the stream. Good. But that is our cotton gut pup stud pup. There we go. It's so confusing. Breeding cycle. And why do we need those? Well, let's have a look at them. The main target of what we want to do is, of course, where is that even? CNC. Science. We want to make some logistic science packs. And to make logistic science packs, we need some solidified sarcoras. To make solidified sarcoras, we need some basic substrate. Basic substrate is the same thing we need to make for, not cDNA, for the Pi Science Pack 1, which is basically the first... Is it the first science pack you get? No, it's the second science pack you get. So we already have that, or we already know how to do that. Some native flora, that's easy. 20 cotton guts. So we need to make 20 of these little fuckers. And we need some plasmids, and we need some depolymerized organics. Now, basically, depolymerized organics is nothing but, well, cooked up liquid poop. So what we're doing over here is we are more or less taking 20 of these cotton guts, drown them in depolymerized liquid poop, add some other magic to it, and we get solidified sarcoras out of this. Not quite sure what this is. It seems we need it for something. We will make good use of it, I guess. And then, of course, we add 3 batteries, some poor alien samples, and some animal samples to it. The poor animal samples, we make them out of bone meal. And then the rest of this, we already know, it's more seeds over here. more native flora, incubated petri dishes, and urea. And the ground samples over here is just rich clay and soil. This one is pretty easy to make. We can completely ignore this one. But the bone meal over here. The bone meal, the only way to get bone meal for us at this moment in time is to take some bones and cook them up with some steam and get the bone meal out of that. So for that, we need to have a butchery. We do already have a bit of a butchery going. We already are butchering over here the rocks, but the rocks, they don't really have bones. They got an exoskeleton, so they don't have bones, so we don't get bones from them. We could get some bones from the fish farm over here. The fish farm over here, if we butcher fish, we do get bones out of them, which is kind of good. But they don't really make that many bones, so that could be an issue as well. Same for the Cottonguts over here. They also don't really make a lot of bones. There is one creature in the game that makes a lot of bones, but we don't have access to it yet, so we cannot use that right now. Good. What else is available? Yeah, we will have to figure that out on stream later today. Let's see. Craft. And then, of course, we also need the animal sample. And the animal sample is even more skin, lard, meat, guts, brain, and bones. So we need to set up a sophisticated slaughterhouse. And we already started to think about it a little bit. We have some ideas how we can do it. And one of the ideas we came up with was the Cannibal Orc power plant. Now, you might be thinking, Bolt, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, we kind of came up with the idea. Orc power is a thing. We actually have, we can actually put it down here real quick. There we go. This is an Orc power plant, and it works like this. You put it down, and then you take like an Orc. Let's just take like one. You put them in, and then the Orc over here, he just pulls like a piston around, and that piston turns the generator, and that thing over here makes power. It makes 22 megawatts of power, which is pretty darn good. And every Orc over here comes with 250 megajoules of power, which means every Orc over here can turn this thing around for about something, a little bit over 20 seconds. We can have the accurate calculation later. Now, of course, after he's done, the Orc is tired. Poor creature needs some rest. And there's two things we can do with a tired creature. Let's have a look at it real quick. There we go, there we are. The Tired Orc Mark 1 usage. Option number 1. We can put them into a Typhoon Bay. Well, we can actually put a couple of them in the Typhoon Bay. Actually, this is already the more advanced recipe. We can put them in like a Typhoon Bay, give him some meat, and he will be re-energized, and we can use him again to push the piston around. Now, where do we get the meat from? Well, we could also take a tired Orc, slaughter him, get the blood, the brains, the guts, the skin, the meat, and the bones, feed them to the other Orcs, or the other tired Orcs, and then we get a rejuvenated Orc, and we can make him push the piston again. Yeah, we could do that. I mean, Orc breeding, it's kind of amazing how fast these creatures over here can breed. We had this thing over here running for a while, and it just backed up quite fast. There's 2,400 Orcs in this little steel chest alone. Don't open this chest. The moment you open up this chest, it will basically eat you, because there's 2,400 hungry creatures in there, and don't touch it. Just don't touch it. It will be bad for you. Good. But yeah, that's one thing we could do, or we can just set up a traditional, more classic slaughterhouse and use the untired creatures. If you use the untired creature in a slaughter, you do get more stuff out of them. Where is he? Oh wait, we have to put him in a cage and then we butcher him. Yeah, if you take the unbutchered creature, you do get more meat out of it, you do get more blood out of it, and I think you even get more lard out of it. If we butcher you, we get no lard. We quite literally work him down to the bone. So that's a thing we have to think about and how we could set that up in the future. We do need all that stuff. And of course, the big problem is going to be to balance all of the, all of the bones, the meat, the skin, the lard, the guts, and the brains. Because we will be having multiple inputs of these. It's more or less 5 products, 6 products we have to balance on top of each other, even the blood. Good thing is, every one of these products over here, we can turn them into biomass. And I guess that's how we're going to do it. We're probably going to have like a chest for everything, and we're just going to make a machine that runs forever. And if it overflows after a certain point of time, we're just going to put some stuff into the biomass machine and just turn it into the biomass. And biomass is definitely something we can always use. Good, but that will be more for later this evening when we're going to be playing this again on Twitch. Oh, I'm so excited for it. One more thing we made on the stream last Thursday it was. Well, Thursday like a week ago, so quite a while ago. We did finish up the power plant over here. Now, it's not a double coal power plant. It's 1 part coal power, 1 part oil power. These power plants over here, they have the same recipe, the same amount of power consumption, so it doesn't really matter which one you use. They make the same amount of hot molten salt. The only difference is what they take for the input. This one over here, of course, takes coal, and this thing over here only takes kerosene. Only kerosene. Which is good, because we got quite a bit of kerosene over here, and we're pumping it over all the time just to make this thing over here work. And that also means we can fully expand the power plant over here, which also means we now got a gigawatt of power available to us, which is pretty darn good. We're going to be using that soon. We're also researching the biomass power plant, which is also going to be very important, because if we're going to make a slaughterhouse and if we're going to have like excess amount of biomass, we probably do want to make a biomass power plant and make it so that we can also use that. Does this also make hot molten salt? It also makes hot molten salt. Oh god. we might just place it. We might just add 2 on top. I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do with them yet. We'll think of something. As for the salt, we did do one new thing. We made a salt station over here. We actually now do have a train that goes all the way from over here to all the way over here, past all these biters, past those biters, all the way over there, all the way over here, where we have the salt mine. The salt mine over here itself, the salt mine does not require any power. The inserters over here do not require any power because they're mechanical inserters. The only thing we do need is the fuel canisters, and we can just float them over here in this little train. We should probably go over there real quick, just have a quick peek at it. Can I? I guess we're walking. Oh, wait, there's a car. I'll take this one. Here we go. It's still gonna be a nightmare to get over there, especially because I crash into everything. Nope. Somehow we got unstuck. I don't think... No, we can't go through there. Well, that was a short trip. Wait, I think there's another car over here. There is another car over here. There we go. And this car, we only need to put into reverse. There we go. And then reverse is slow. Go straight. There we go. There we go. And then through here. There we go. So, we did the very simple solution. We don't really want to figure out too much with circuits yet. So, we just reserved some slots. Most of this is for salt. One of this is for fuel canisters. One of this is for empty canisters. And then it's a pretty simple loop. We go all the way up here to where the station is. We unload the full canisters on the belt. It goes to the mine. The empty canisters come back. And then we bring them over here and we refill them up with some kerosene over here as well. Good. So that was the recap. There will be a whole much more pie coming this week. We got 3 streams planned per week of Pyanodons for now, for a couple while, until I switch it up again. But we will be streaming Pyanodons on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. On Fridays, we'll be streaming Dark's Dungeon. And on Saturday, well, I guess the Saturday slot will be going away soon again. But this Saturday, we're going to be playing some more Valheim. Good. I'm still trying to get my head back into the game. I'm pretty sure that things are a bit different than usual. Mostly because I didn't stream for a week and didn't record for a week. And I do notice that, Drake. I do notice it. Nevertheless, thank you so much for today. If you do like what you see, please do leave a like, a follow, a comment, a subscription. Every one of those actions does help me out in growing this channel to something bloody amazing. And without further ado, I wish you an amazing evening, and until next time, see you around!